Hey, Gina. I just heard something from my grandma. Is it true that you haven't been to the hospital to see Dorothy since the day she was hospitalized? On top of that, my grandma is saying that she's been the only one taking care of her this whole time.
Oh, Marcus? It's been a long time.
Long time? What are you talking about? I text you pretty frequently, and the only reason you could call it a long time is because you never respond.
Sorry. It's just that I'm so busy all the time.
Okay, so what about it then?
What about what?
About what I just asked about. Helping out Dorothy while she's in the hospital. Are you really just leaving this all to my grandma to deal with?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I've got work of my own to deal with too, you know. Thankfully, while your grandmother might be in her 70s, she's still really healthy and is more than capable of handling it. I also thought that taking care of her great-granddaughter would help her stave off dementia, so I left everything to her.
Really? That's the excuse you're giving? If it were just a day, I could maybe understand your reasoning, but to leave her alone to deal with everything all the way up until today? It's been 10 days since you've been to see Dorothy. That's both sad for her and way too long for my grandma to handle alone. We're talking about our daughter here. If a parent can't do something as important as help take care of their child, then what kind of parent are they? Do you realize how much of an emotional impact this is having on her? She's been in a hospital for 10 days and hasn't seen her mother since day 1.
Oh, so you're going to put everything on me then? What about you? If you're so angry about me not helping, I should ask if you've gone to see her yourself.
You know that's not possible. I can't help that my company sent me across the country for such a long time. It's not like I could just fly back every few days to check in. I was only able to just get back today.
Wait, what? You're back?
Yes. I'm sorry I haven't been able to do anything to help these past 10 days. My boss is really stubborn and has no family, so trying to convince him of how important it was for me to return home took a really long time. Thanks to Grandma using her phone to call me, I was able to talk to Dorothy and apologize for not being there for her. It still took a long time because I needed to contact headquarters to press the issue. In the end, I was able to be transferred back home and was given a different job that I could carry out entirely remotely.
Ah, is that so?
So
what?
Where are you right now?
Well, I'm out.
Out, huh? Out where, exactly? I noticed that your passport wasn't in the safe, for one thing. And I checked our family credit cards records, and there were charges made by a travel agency. And to top it all off, I saw more charges made from shops that aren't even in the country. I'd say it's pretty obvious what you're doing.
No, you're wrong. Someone must have stolen our credit card info or something.
Not a chance. The card would have been frozen the moment one of the charges was made if it seemed suspicious to the company. Someone would have had to contact the company to allow overseas charges like this. And that's still not all. Judging by the amount of money being spent and where the card's being used, I find it hard to believe that you would just happen to be on an international vacation by yourself. So, what's going on?
Okay, fine, I'll spill it. I'm in Cancun with a boyfriend.
A boyfriend? So by that, you mean some man you're cheating on me with, right?
Yes, that's right.
I can't believe you. Even if we ignore the problem of you cheating, you're doing it while our daughter is sick in the hospital?
Well, this is your fault, you know.
What? How is this my fault?
You let yourself get posted across the country and left me all alone. You didn't even think about how lonely and stressed you would leave me.
Oh, don't give me that crap. 6 months ago, we talked extensively about me getting transferred, and we talked about trying to move specifically so we could stay together, didn't we? I thought we could all move so no one would have to be left alone. But you rejected the idea outright because you didn't want to leave the busy life of the city behind to live in some place you called a hick town.
Well, what did you expect?
And in the end, you decided to cheat on me. But it's not even as simple as that. No, that just wouldn't be bad enough. You just had to leave the country while our daughter is in the hospital, leaving an old woman in her 70s alone to look after her. You just couldn't care less about anyone in the family, could you? You don't care about me. You don't care about Dorothy. You're horrible.
What is wrong with you? Why are you making me out to be the sole bad guy here?
Isn't it obvious? What good could anyone find in someone cheating on their spouse? There's nothing good about that. Tell me, what aspect of a mother leaving her sick daughter in a hospital and never visiting her, forcing an old woman to take care of her, and leaving the country on a trip to cheat on her husband is in any way not morally wrong?
Shut up, shut up, shut up! I don't care what you have to say. This isn't my fault. Now that it's come to this, I'm just going to stay on my trip until Dorothy gets discharged from the hospital.
Are you completely insane?
Look, she's still in the hospital, right? Well, then I'm just going to stay in Cancun until I've had my fill, and just come back later.
You've completely lost it.
Thankfully, all of the serious expenses that need to be paid over here are being handled by my boyfriend here. So, freezing my card won't force me back. You know, he's really an amazing guy. He runs a successful online business that rakes in over $200,000 a year. He also tells me he's made an absolute fortune on stocks, too. He told me he was totally fine with me extending my stay here, so you just deal with things over there however you like, okay?
You are incorrigible.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you came home, huh? Thanks to that, I can keep spending quality time with this amazing man without a care for anything going on at home. As for you, I hope you have fun working day in and day out, caring for a sick girl while working and doing housework.
This isn't over, Gina.
Well, for now it is, because I'm just gonna block you until I get back in the country. Toodles!
Marcus, are you okay? Oh, hi, Mom. I heard everything from your grandmother. I am utterly flabbergasted at Gina's behavior. Yeah, I'd say it's unbelievable if she hadn't shoved it in my face. Well, there's no point crying over spilled milk. What are you going to do now? Well, I still haven't managed to sort out my feelings yet. But one thing is obvious, at least. I'm going to file for divorce as soon as possible. Yes, I think you have to, for Dorothy's sake. Speaking of which, did you get a chance to tell Gina about that thing you talked to me about earlier? No, I didn't. Right when I was thinking of telling her, the whole cheating thing came up and I just forgot about it. Ah, I see. I see how that could have happened. Well, thinking about how things are now, maybe it will be better that I didn't tell her about it. I think you're right there. Anyway, there's something I need to ask you about. Your father and I have a proposal for you. A proposal? What if we speed up our original plans? Are you willing to come here earlier than you plan to? What do you mean? Well, the thing is, your father's company just got started on a pretty significant new project. Your father thinks your skill set would be a perfect fit for the job and was thinking of trying to open a position for you. What do you think? I am not quite sure how to respond to that off the top of my head. Well, this is entirely your decision to make. I know you need to think about Dorothy, too, so we're not expecting you to come up with a reply right away. But, well, if you're already planning on getting a divorce, then you know what I mean, right? Yeah, I guess I can see what you mean. By the way, your grandma's doing fine, so don't worry about her. Wow, she really is tough, huh? That's good to hear. Well, while we don't need a response from you right away, it would make things easier if you didn't delay too much in making your decision. Okay, I understand. I'll talk with Dorothy and Grandma about it and see if I can come to a decision. I'll keep in touch. Hey, Marcus. I got some divorce papers in the mail, so I went to the courthouse and filed them. I'll be expecting you to send my things to my current house and in pristine condition, too. I guess you finally managed to wake up and see reality, huh? Ah, so you got the papers in quickly then. That's good to hear. But still, to think that you just left me alone for half a year and then suddenly now decided to send the divorce papers?
What the heck were you even doing all this time? Well, at least thanks to your inaction, my boyfriend and I were able to just be completely immersed in our time away. And now, we're back and things have never been better for us.
Well, to tell the truth, I wanted to file the divorce papers after everything was finally settled, but when I looked into the man you've been with this whole time, I realized that it would be better to get the divorce done with sooner rather than later.
Oh, wow. So you looked into him and were so shocked by how much better of a man than you he is that you just immediately surrendered. Am I right? Well, you were right on the money on that one. An insignificant worker bee like you is worth less than dirt compared to someone like him.
Well, to be honest, I couldn't care less about how he compares to me in your eyes. All I can really say is thank you very much for filing the divorce papers so quickly.
Huh? What are you thanking me for?
Well, anyway, since you've gone through the trouble of so quickly cutting all ties between us, there's nothing left for me to worry about. Honestly, I really can't thank you enough for just making everything so quick. I was worried you'd put up a long fight and drag everything out.
What are you even saying? What? Are you so reluctant to leave me that you think you can just somehow make me jealous by acting all aloof about it?
Nah, nothing like that.
Then what's with you?
Well, I suppose I should stop joking around and actually start talking seriously.
Oh, that's right. I don't know if you're going to try to go after me for adultery or some crazy thing like that, but if you're going to try to demand damages, go for it. After all, my boyfriend is practically a millionaire, so he can do pretty much anything. I'll happily pay whatever price you want to name.
Nah, I don't really need any money from you.
Wait, really?
Well, anything I ask for would only be a drop in the bucket.
What are you even saying? I told you he's crazy rich. Have you not properly read a single text I've sent?
Oh, is that so? I'm not so sure myself, to be honest.
What do you mean?
This guy you've been seeing, his name is Joe Doe or something, right? Well, it seems like he and his company have been doing all sorts of illegal things.
I'm sorry. His company's doing what?
Well, for example, he's got some pretty shady connections to some nefarious groups of people.
You're joking, right?
And considering how you've been living it up with him on that dirty money, I think you could end up as the target of an investigation.
No, you're not serious.
Are you?
Me? Under investigation?
Really? You did me such a huge favor by filing the divorce papers so quickly.
No, you don't mean…
This guy's company is being searched by the police as we speak.
Searched? That's seriously happening right now?
Well, a friend of mine is living near where his company headquarters are located. And from what he tells me, it looks more like they're raiding the place. It looks pretty crazy over there, apparently.
No, you're just trying to scare me.
And, well, this is only speculation on my part. I think it wouldn't be too strange if this house would end up being searched in a similar fashion, don't you?
But wait, hold on. That's where I am right now. I've been living with him for a while already.
Yeah, I know. That's how I was even able to send the divorce papers to you in the first place.
Hey, hold on. I'm going to be going back to your house right now.
Why?
Don't mess with me. Isn't it obvious? If my boyfriend's a criminal, there's a serious problem here. Look, once we remarry, I'll properly take care of Dorothy and everything.
Do you really think you can just fix things just like that after what you've done? It's far too late for that. Dorothy's been out at the hospital for 2 months now.
What?
Really? And that's not all. Even if you tried to go back to our old house, you couldn't.
What do you mean I couldn't? Wait. What do you mean, our old house?
Well, the house you were thinking of running back to has already been demolished.
Huh? Demolished?
In a few days, Dorothy, Grandma, and I are all going to be moving to the UK.
The UK?
My parents are managing a company over there, so I'm moving there to go help them out. We're planning to depart once we've confirmed that your boyfriend has been arrested. So we've already sold the house.
You sold it?
Dorothy and my grandma are both really looking forward to the move. They're both excited to be living someplace new. Oh yeah, your parents and your brother have all moved away too.
Wait, they did? Why?
I mean, for someone to cheat on her husband with a criminal, that's not a daughter or sister they want to have in the family.
No way. But then where am I supposed to go? I don't have a home to return to anymore.
Don't ask me.
How could you do this? How could you be so cruel? Do you not care what happens to your wife?
You? My wife? Did you forget that we're already divorced? You filed the papers yourself, remember?
Please, wait. Let me take it all back.
I'm afraid that's not how it works. Not that I would be in a rush to get back together if it was. I have no clue what's going to happen to you from this point on, and frankly, I don't care. Feel free to live your life however you see fit. Completely separate from any of us. We don't care where you go or what you do, as long as we don't have to know about it.
Wait. Please.
Well, I've said all I needed to say, so I guess this is goodbye forever. Well, I can't say I know all the details since Jodo's company and house are still in the middle of being searched. But from what I understand, Gina fled to some other hidden house that he had. But soon after our text conversation ended, the police found it and they were both apprehended. I have no clue whether or not Gina actually knew anything about what Joe was up to, but... The next day, it was discovered that they were teaming up to trick other men into positions where they could be blackmailed. They also were charged with multiple other instances of fraud, so unsurprisingly, they both ended up being arrested. The number of crimes they had committed were too numerous to count, and they had managed to pinpoint Joe's illegal business, so... I'm really happy that we were able to accept Mom and Dad's proposal and get out of the country before things exploded in our faces. To say things are heating up in America would be a drastic understatement, so trying to live daily life would have probably become much more difficult. Thankfully, Dorothy has fully recovered, and she's just running around our new house happy as can be. From now on, we'll be doing our best to build up our new life in the UK, with open hearts and open minds.
Thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Please look forward to the next video.